Come on. That's perfect. There it is. Ah, came off. Skipping way up underneath that stuff. It's a 3/8 ounce jig. Comes to grass pretty good, actually. It's a good job. Yeah. Good fish. Good fish. That was on that new Cumberland Pro. Look at that, guys. That's a nice one. Nice solid fish. Check it out, guys. So I'm just out here testing the new Cumberland Pro compact swim jig, and man, does it have some really good action. If I can get this, I mean, that fish absolutely ate it. If I can get it out of its mouth, I'll show you what I got rigged up on there. So I just got a little skinny dipper. That's the blue pearl color, and this is a new color that he came out with. As far as I know, haven't seen this one yet, but it's got the it's got a nice 3/0 hook. It's heavy duty gammy hook. It's got this wire weed guard, and I tell you what, they redesigned the head too. It's kind of like the moccasin swim jig that was around for a while. It's got that flat spot, so it comes through cover, and I just skipped that underneath that piece of wood there, that overhanging tree. And man, it's got a really good rocking action. You know, it stays level when it's coming through the water. And this is a prototype, so you can't get these yet, but they'll be coming out soon. But pretty excited about this. It's a nice solid fish. Beautiful. That was a great bite too. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip all this just in case. Had a couple bites. Did not connect with. There he is. There's a little punching fish. And that fish was sitting all the way back in those leaves. There we go, guys. A little fish, but a little punching fish. And bought a couple packs of this BFE. It's the best flipper ever, designed by Bradley Hallman for Big Bite Baits, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. Just now put it on. This is the tilapia magic color, and I've got it on a 4/0 hook with a 1 ounce weight. What's up, man?
We've been out here since 6 o'clock. We've gone in.
Yeah.
I caught 5, I caught a 4 in the back end.
Okay.
It's been pretty poor.
Yeah, I've been fishing out deep the last couple weeks, and I started to see some mats and stuff, and so I picked up this big punching rod, and I've caught a couple on it already, but it's monotonous. It's just, yeah.
Got a good one on a buzzbait, a good 0.3 pounder, but then this 4 on the frog. Few and far between. We were here Monday, and it was Well, overcast and cool. Oh, great. We still didn't catch a lot, but we had fun.
Yeah.
I caught some on chatterbait with I put a Yamamoto Zako on the end of a chatterbait with no skirt. And boy, they jumped on it. I lost a big one over there by the waterfall.
Oh, really?
Right to the boat. He's going to get the net. I said, no, I'll lip it. And I went to grab it. I mean, I had it up there for a while, and then it flipped and
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
I can't believe how they do
That's usually where you lose them at, right by the boat, it seems like.
Yeah, seems like it.
They kind of come alive.
Down in his mouth, I don't think it was hooked. It just he was holding it in his mouth.
Yeah. They've been biting kind of funny. Big, like if you fish a worm, you get a lot of little like just tick tick tick, and
You get a lot of. What's the water temperature here?
I got 85.7.
That didn't surprise me.
So here we go. That was awesome. I think I had the camera turned off on that. Nice punching fish. Saw that fish as soon as my bait rolled into the water, the mat kind of rolled. That was awesome. Beautiful fish. So guys, just testing some new baits out. This is that the BFE by Big Bite Baits. Nice punching fish. It was a cool bite. I flipped it in there and I saw the mat kind of roll over, and she just grabbed it and started swimming sideways with it. So awesome fish. Cool bite. Really cool bite. I'm gonna show you kind of how I work this. Got a little bit of wind here, but I'm just pitching it out, letting it fall on a slack line, and then I just kind of hop it up and down a couple times. You can feel it hit the bottom of that mat. Just let it fall. Sometimes the fish are sitting up high and they'll hit it right when it goes through the mat. Sometimes they're on the bottom and they want it kind of popped around a little bit. And I'll just do that, reel it in, and I'll pitch ahead about another 4 or 5 feet. Just look for little holes, little places where two different kinds of vegetation are coming together. Obviously any kind of wood. Like you can see right here, we got the shoreline grass, and then you got some cheese mat, and then you got your coontail right here, your milfoil. And there'd be holes back in that shore grass too. Sometimes they'll be sitting back in that. Yeah guys, bit the flipper off that thing. There it is. Got it. Oh, it came off. Came off and came back and got it. That's fun. I don't care if they're small. Just do that little Cumberland Pro compact swim jig. That's fun. Put it right on his head. Another underspin fish. This is fun, guys. I'm not catching big fish, but man, so what? A little underspin. Got that silver head on it. There he is. There you go, a little Cumberland Pro underspin, guys. Just out here catching these schooling fish. That's fun, man. Get you some of these. Hey, what's up, folks? It's kind of a tough day out here on the water. I didn't get out here till probably about 1 o'clock, fishing that midday summer period that I talk about. I did manage to catch a few fish shallow, and that was kind of my goal today, is to see if I can catch some fish shallow. I've been fishing out deep for quite a while now, and I just needed a break. The grass is finally starting to thicken up, so I'm really excited about that. Just let me talk to you about a few of the baits I used today to catch my fish. We'll start out today with the old punch rig and a new bait. I got several new baits that I'm really excited about. I'm going to be fishing them the next couple of videos. You'll see me throwing them around. And the first one I want to talk about is made by Big Bite Baits, and it is the BFE. Let me pull one of these out real quick and show them to you. I bought 3 packs, 3 different colors. This is just the green pumpkin. It's a pretty cool little bait. It's a tube type bait, but it's solid, so it doesn't have a hollow body in there. It's got a hard head. It's got a little slot in there for your hook. And the interesting thing about it is this paddle tail. Now you could actually cut this and split it up if you want it more like a beaver. But I'm kind of impressed with this. It's really small. If you guys are familiar with the Big Bite Baits crawl tube, it's smaller than the crawl tube. It's got a lot more of a finesse-y profile to it. But great little punching bait. This is another color. This is the tilapia magic, and that's what I was catching. I've caught a few fish on this today. Now, I mentioned those two colors of the BFE, the Big Bite Baits BFE, and the third color that I purchased was this South African Special. You know, it's a lot darker bait. I'm kind of in the shade here. You probably can't see that, but it's a dark, almost like a black smoke kind of color, and it's got some silver fleck in it. So another unique color. Just putting that on a 4/0 straight shank flipping hook, and I went to a 1 ounce because I was flipping some more sparse type stuff. So 2 bobber stops, 50-pound Power Pro braid in the moss green, just a 7-11 flipping stick. This is that loose LCL MCR 7'11" medium heavy action moderate to crankbait rod. Just got a 7-to-1 gear ratio luge reel. So I was happy to get a few bites on that. It's been a while since I caught any good punching fish. The next thing I caught some fish on, and this is what I'm really excited about. This is a new compact swim jig. It's a prototype, guys. It's not out yet, but it's going to be coming really soon. And I got one of these sent to me. Look at that thing. I mean, that is super, super sexy. I'm not even sure what the name of the color is, but it's definitely a shad looking color. And I've got one of these Reaction Innovations little dippers on the back. This is the, what is it? It's the Pro Blue Shad, and this is my favorite finesse swim bait, hands down. Let me show you a little bit about this jig. So they redesigned this. The first thing you notice is it's got a wire weed guard. It's got a split wire weed guard, and I've always been kind of hesitant of these. I don't know why, just because I'm used to the fiber, but this thing really comes through grass good. In fact, I would say it comes through grass better than the fiber guard. I've been playing around with it. I've thrown it for a couple hours today, just throwing it up in the grass and popping it out, and it really cleans off good, so I'm excited about that. It collapses really good. You get a good hook set. You got a really stout, it's a 3/0 hook. It's kind of small, but it's very, very stout, and you got plenty of gap with that swim bait on there, so no problems there. Another unique feature you'll find on this is it's got this flat head to it. The bottom of it's flat, and that allows it to climb over wood really well, and it does. I skipped it up underneath some overhanging trees and crawled it across laydowns, and it does great. And another thing I like about this thing is that flat bottom makes this bait kind of rock when you're reeling it in. It doesn't roll over like a lot of times a fiber weed guard. The center of balance is so down the middle that it will roll over on you a little bit. This thing really tracks true, but it's got that wobble. It's got that nice little wobble, so I'm really excited about that. I did catch a pretty nice fish on this, skipping it underneath an overhanging tree. And the other thing that I'll show you, and I caught a suspending fish too. I found there were some suspending fish out here. I probably spent too much time messing with them. They were small. I didn't see anything above 15 inches out there, but they were just busting, you know, random. They'd bust over there and then they'd bust over here. And I spent probably, I don't know, an hour and a half just playing around with them. It's fun. I can't help myself when I get in that situation. But I was just throwing the underspin on those fish, and this is the Cumberland Pro underspin, and I just had a Zoom Super Fluke on there, and caught a couple on that. But this is a great little underspin. It's got probably a 3/0 hook on it. Nice head design. It's got the big eye, and it tracks pretty good. I'm impressed with this thing. It hooks up. It's got a good hookup ratio. So that was really the 3 baits that I caught fish on today. Now I've got a little bit more time to fish, and I'm gonna actually go run around in an area of the lake that I'm not super familiar with. See if I can find, I don't know, just some little sneaky things. Who knows? But I'm gonna probably look for some deeper stuff, and I'm gonna probably look for some mats to see if there's any fish up shallow in this area. So stay tuned. We're gonna get back out there and hopefully have a few fish for you. Alright guys. Godzilla keychain fish. Keychain fish, folks. Some serious spaghetti going on there. It's a good fish, guys. Nice solid fish. The fish is fat, guys. Wow. Just on that little worm. Little standard size worm, 7-inch. It's a nice quality fish. Just caught that on a little worm. Hey guys, appreciate you coming along on this little adventure. Kind of a tough day out here. It was a typical midsummer day, but I really appreciate you guys coming along. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. Hit that little bell notification so anytime I drop content, you'll be the first to know. Share it on social media. You guys are awesome. The channel is growing, and I really appreciate all the support. So there you go. Until next time. You can see that out there. Pretty decent fish in the day. Thanks for coming along, guys. It's blattle.
His dad's home. This is his boat that I bought.
Okay. Yeah. Well, at one time, he's got 2 sons, and they all had the exact same boat, all 3 of them. Yeah, so, yeah, and they all drove Ram pickups too. So.